the Texas Contender Series Championship.
If you're a fan of New Texas Pro, you've seen Jesse Funaki a couple of times. Every time we make our way to Austin, Jesse finds his way into a New Texas Pro ring, and now here tonight in the Texas Contender Series ring, challenging the Rottweiler Jay Davis for the TCS Championship.
Well, Jesse Funaki, the second generation superstar. And I mean, look at the body, look at the athletic build of this individual. And I got a moment to talk to him before the show here tonight. You know, Jesse is aware of the massive weight that he wears on his shoulders with the Funaki name, but he wants everybody to remember who he is, not who his father is, that being Sho Funaki, former WWE legend. And
well,
Jesse,
you know, I could definitely respect that, and we've seen him, as I've said before, in our Austin events, and he's been making quite a name for himself, and I think he's been doing a fantastic job of making it about him, as you had said before, and there's no better way to do that than here tonight, than taking that Texas Contender Series Championship away from the Rottweiler Jay Davis.
talk about fighting champions. This man right here, one of the most relentless individuals that we've seen hold that championship since its inception here at Texas Contender Series.
And just the caliber of opponents that he's gone through his 2 title reigns so far. Of course, dethroning Father O'Day at Lone Star 5, losing that championship to Teflon John, but getting it right back in a hell of a brawl. And ever since then, he's been taking on all comers. Went out to Texas, won a 6-person scramble match, and he's just been stacking up bodies that have challenged for that championship throughout the course of 2025.
I mean, just last TCS 51 issuing an open challenge even that we saw answered by Mr. Mundo. And what a fight that was between Davis and Mr. Mundo. You know, Davis getting a roll-up victory against Mundo. Mundo nearly kicking out.
The contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Texas Contender Series Championship. Introducing first, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is second generation Jesse Funaki.
A high trajectory for this kid, Jesse Funaki.
And his opponent, from Montgomery, Texas, he is the baddest son of a bitch walking the state, the Texas Contender Series champion, the Rottweiler Jay Davis.
Jay Davis making his 3rd defense of the TCS championship since winning it back at TCS 50 against Teflon John.
You know, this is going to be a test for both of these competitors. I don't think these two have ever squared up before. You know, so much momentum behind Jesse Funaki, who's been racking up wins as of late here in the state of Texas. And, you know, the Rottweiler Jay Davis really on top of his game right now, the best he's ever been.
Yeah, you are correct, and this is a first-time matchup between these 2 individuals. And if it's anything like I imagine it will be, I don't think this will be the last.
Hashtag TCS52. You're watching on IWTV. I'd like to thank Heel Spots and Chair Shots once more for sponsoring this show and allowing us to get matches like this in the ring.
Well, Jay Davis not looking past Jesse Funaki here tonight. And as I mentioned, being a fighting champion, whomever comes out on top here doesn't have long to celebrate, Dan, because this Saturday they will defend that TCS championship against Isaac Morales. Too Strong getting his championship opportunity.
You know, ample ground game here from Jesse Funaki. Normally, Jay Davis is the one to really take it to you on the mat. He has that amateur wrestling background, the powerlifting background. He has that low center of gravity, and he can really move you around on the ring. Whoa! Just like that!
Oh.
I think time for play is over as Jesse Funaki saw that elbow coming, going right back to the rear waist lock, up against the ropes. Back goes Funaki. Here comes Jay.
Oh, big leaping frog right there by Funaki. Arm drag sends the champ down, doing it once more. Funaki right on the attack. There's a counter reversal by Rottweiler. Holding on is Funaki, now trying to send Jay Davis to the outside, and now look out.
Uh-oh.
Off the ropes goes Jesse, over the top, crossbody.
Whoa!
Oh, got caught midair. Jay Davis caught him, and now back first into the post goes the challenger.
You know, those are the things you got to watch out for. If your opponent is not in position, you go high risk early. They still have a lot of power left in reserve. Jay Davis saw it coming, caught that plancha, and now it's time to go to the doghouse for Jesse Funaki.
And as great as the Rottweiler is inside the ring, he is just as vicious on the outside as Jesse Funaki is finding out with a brutal chop across the chest. Oh, getting it returned though. So Rottweiler, there you see the fight. I can see the look. I can see the look right here as they get closer to our death stand. The look in Funaki's face. He is not only coming for that TCS championship, he is looking to go toe-to-toe and stand tall with the champion.
Cover here by Davis, kick out at 1. You know, it would be a hell of a feather in the cap in this Jesse Funaki's young career to get on top here at Texas Contender Series in his debut contest. But he's been so impressive for New Texas Pro Wrestling. Whenever we're in Austin, Texas, TCS management saw it fit to put him in a title match. And he's been showing that he could go with Jay Davis. Jay Davis has not been able to really get Jesse Funaki too much off of his feet as he gets him off his feet right there.
So leaping back elbow from the champion. I mean, you're saying it right there. There's such a high trajectory for Jesse Funaki in the future of his career. I mean, Jesse is not even a full year into this business. He graduated training back in October. That's when he had his first match. We're not a full calendar year, and here he is, just a few months into his career, vying for a prestigious championship in the state of Texas against one of the strongest competitors to ever come out of this state in the Rottweiler Jay Davis. And there you see the challenger putting up a fight with shots to Davis off the ropes. Oh, no one home on that drop kick as Davis held onto the ropes. There's a veteran prowess of Jay Davis right there as Jesse showing a little bit of his young inability experience right there, showing his hand a little too soon.
You know, that's exactly right, Trent. I was about to say, Jesse seems to be going for broke a little too soon. Not quite getting Jay Davis exactly where he wants him before he busts out the big guns. And so far, that's been his undoing in this contest so far, as he gets some overhand chops in on the champion in the corner.
And we've seen Jay Davis in wars, absolute battles before that are marathons, a long time to be spent inside that ring, throwing bodies around just like that as Jay Davis. Oh, he's holding on, Dan. I know you love this from the Rottweiler.
2 times.
Still holding on. It looks like we could be going for the trifecta.
Are we in the BMW? Are we on the Autobahn? We are. Cover. Just a 2 count. And you know, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but this is the first time that Jay Davis has competed without that eye patch ever since Teflon John stabbed him in the eye multiple times with that pen.
That's true. For months, Jay Davis was sporting that eye patch, which seemingly was a target for his opponents.
Well, absolutely.
And now,
the loss of depth perception from Jay Davis, he had to learn how to wrestle all over again. And now that he has his eyesight back 100%, he has to go eye to eye with Jesse Funaki, who right now is firing up as the champion is off in the corner, eating a big kick from the challenger. Hook at the leg, cover.
only two. Jesse was hoping he was going to hold up championship gold off that kick right there. Well, we know the Rottweiler and the viciousness that he possesses. It's going to take a lot more than a big kick to the face to put him down.
But he's chipping away. Now those big guns that I was talking about earlier, now they're starting to hit. Now Jesse's getting on a roll.
Oh, for that big bazooka knee. Oh, now Jay Davis right there, picking it up, holding on the ankle lock. In the center of the ring right here. Could this be it for Funaki's championship dreams? Reaching for the bottom rope. Oh, he got pulled back by the champion. Jay Davis holding on like the Rottweiler he is. Oh, Funaki rolling through. He's got the leg hook.
Beautiful.
My, only two, almost. And now a roll up, shoulders down, putting all the weight on it. Kick out at two. Oh, big clothesline. Took down the challenger now. As Jay Davis looked like he put almost everything he had left into that line. His boatman slowly crawling around. Jay Davis trying to get a cover to end things here. Only getting two.
Jesse Funaki able to kick out of there. And just as Jesse Funaki was able to get that head of steam, Jay Davis, the champion, able to cut him off at the pass. And now the shoulder straps are down.
Oh boy.
And that could only mean one thing from the Rottweiler.
Davis looking to apply the pressure here, coming in hot. Oh my goodness! What a super kick! Off the ropes goes Funaki. Oh, the bazooka knee! He got the knee up! The knee connecting. We're gonna have a new champion now! No, only two, my goodness! Oh my gosh!
So close. We could have had a new TCS champion right there.
Oh, but look, that running knee that Jesse just gave Davis now seems to be giving him trouble. Oh, it's not 100% now. And now looking to go up top. What can he possibly have in mind now for Davis? Is Davis now beginning to stir off the top. Springboard clothesline missing. Davis in the corner, turnaround spear! The spear by Davis now hooks the leg. And Jay Davis defends his title.
Here's your winner, and still the Texas Contender Series champion, Jay Davis.
Well, now we know just as well as Isaac Morales does who will be defending the TCS Championship this Saturday in Wharton at True Grit. It will be the Rottweiler, Jay Davis versus Too Strong, Isaac Morales for that championship in the teeth of the Rottweiler. My goodness, what a fight, what a battle. Yet again, the fighting champion coming out on top. For the championship he holds dear, the TCS title.